Good day, I'm Sharim Joyce Bendian, together with my co-researcher, Mr. Anjo Velasco. We are both from Dasmariñas East Integrated High School. We are here to present our action research entitled Edukomiks, a supplementary material for modular distance learning modality in edukasyon sa pagpapakatao A. In 2020, COVID-19 pandemic brought changes in the world. It has not stopped at national level but affected people regardless of their status in life. The same has not been true for its consequences, which have hit the most vulnerable. Education is no exemption. Change brought some limitations in the learning of students, including the strategies used by the teachers in distance learning. It has three modalities: modular distance learning or MDL, online distance learning or ODL, and TV radio-based instruction. Most students chose MDL that uses self-learning modules. In modular distance learning, it requires children to study independently, though possibly supported by parents, caregivers, or even older siblings, and those which are teacher-guided. But some problems arise during the implementation of modular distance learning. Some of these are the limitations in the interaction between the teachers and students and the lack of self-motivation of students in reading a lot of self-learning modules. Because of this, we develop supplementary materials that may address these learning gaps. Edukomics is a supplementary material to the researchers' existing edukasyon sa pagpapakatao, self-learning modules that were implemented to selected graded students of Dasmariñas East Integrated High School. Here are some of the features of Edukomics. First, it is conversational. The conversation between the teacher and modular distance learning student is provided using simple illustrations in a comic strip format. The second feature of Educomics is that it is interactive, which allows them to decide how the story develops. Thus, students are able to provide their own perception of the story and answer the guide questions in collaboration with their family members. And lastly, Educomics is localized as some information, settings, and events did occur locally in school and as based from current situation and events.
This study aims to test the effectiveness of Educomics as supplementary materials in students' performance through the performance of learners before and after the utilization of Educomics. This research used a quasi-experimental design. The research participants were clusters of students from different modalities, which is ODL, MDL, and MDL with comics. The data was gathered from the pre-test and post-test, and the results were analyzed and interpreted through descriptive and inferential statistics. Here are the findings of our research. The table shows that the highest mean score among the three groups is from MDL with comics group, with 11.51 mean. This revealed that the MDL group that chooses Educomics can improve the performance of the students as compared to the other groups. Meanwhile, Table 2 shows that ODL students have high chance of improving their performance as compared to MDL students. When it comes to MDL with the use of Educomics compared to MDL, results shows remarkable improvement to students' performance with a t-value of 6 which is greater than the p-value of 0. And lastly, the results show that although there is a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test in the three groups, MDL with Educomics group has the highest mean difference, which is 3.1 as compared to the other groups. In conclusion, Educomics helps students to effectively learn and enhance their knowledge on the topics. Educomics features help participants understand the lesson. In light of the conclusions, we set the following recommendations. Incorporate the Educomics in the entire lessons from first to fourth quarter, and also recommends that other grade levels in edukasyon sa pagpapakatao may adopt and implement Educomics as part of their lesson and material for learning. This study likewise recommends that this research and result may be presented to other teachers of ESP department and may initiate a developmental training of comics with the help of the school. And lastly, stakeholders may be involved in the improvement of the supplementary material for the production, editing, illustration, and publishing of the Edukomics.
Here are references of our research, and we would like to thank City Schools Division of Dasmariñas for the opportunity to participate in the 7th Dream. Thank you for listening and God bless us all.